Welcome back to the channel Coin Star, fellow coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into a modern treasure that's causing waves in the coin collecting community, the 2021 cent penny with the mint mark from the United States. Believe it or not, this little coin is now being valued at a whopping $1.8 million. That's right, a 2020 penny could make you a millionaire. How can something so new and common turn into such a massive payday? Today, we'll uncover its rich history, what makes it so valuable, and how you might get your hands on one. So, let's start by going back to the basics. The 1-cent penny has been an iconic symbol of American currency for centuries. The Lincoln penny, first minted in 1909, has seen numerous design changes over the years. By 2020, the U.S. Mint had produced billions of pennies, but something special happened that year. The 2020 penny, like all others in the Lincoln series, features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln on the front, designed by Victor David Brenner. The reverse side shows the Union Shield, representing Lincoln's preservation of the United States. But here's where things get interesting. In 2020, a small batch of these pennies was produced with an error at the U.S. Mint. This mint mark error is now one of the key factors that makes this penny so incredibly valuable. So what exactly is this mint mark error, and why is it such a big deal? Well, a mint mark is the small letter on a coin that tells you where it was made. In the case of the 2020 penny, most coins came from the Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco mints. However, a few rare pennies were mistakenly struck with a misplaced or even doubled mint mark. These errors are so rare that they've driven the price of these pennies sky high. It's not just a small difference. This flaw makes the coin a collector's dream, and demand for these error pennies is soaring. Now, you might be wondering, why is this error such a big deal? Why would a small mistake make the value of a common penny skyrocket to $1.8 million? Well, in the world of coin collecting, rarity is everything. There are very few known examples of this mint mark error. Coin collectors and numismatists, that's the fancy term for coin experts, are always on the lookout for these rare, one-of-a-kind coins. When a penny like this is found in near-perfect condition, graded by a professional service, its value can shoot through the roof. In recent auctions, a 2020 mint mark error penny has fetched bids as high as $1.8 million. That's because these coins are not just collectibles, they are pieces of history, marking a rare event in the U.S. Mint's production. Now the big question is, how can you find one of these million-dollar pennies? The good news is, these 2020 pennies are still out there in circulation. But you have to know what to look for. First, check the mint mark on any 2020 pennies you have. You're looking for a mint mark error. This could mean a misplaced mark, a doubled mark, or even a missing mark. These are usually hard to spot with the naked eye, so be sure to use a magnifying glass or even a microscope. Once you think you've found a 2020 penny with the error, send it to a professional coin grading service to verify its authenticity and grade. The higher the grade, the more valuable your penny will be. So let's talk about the current market value of this 2020 mint mark penny. As we mentioned earlier, the top sale so far has reached $1.8 million, but prices fluctuate depending on the condition and demand. These coins are considered one of the best investments in the coin market today. Their rarity combined with the growing demand from collectors means prices are expected to continue rising. If you get your hands on one now, you could be sitting on a coin that appreciates even more over the years. If you're serious about coin collecting, or if you're just looking for an incredible payday, this penny could be your golden ticket. And who knows? The next time you check your pocket change, you might just find a million-dollar treasure waiting for you. So there you have it, folks. The 2021 cent penny with the mint mark error, a tiny coin that could make a huge difference in your life. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more rare coin updates, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a new upload. Leave a comment below if you found any rare coins, or if you're curious about other valuable coins in circulation. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and good luck finding your own hidden fortune. Today, we're going to talk about a small but mighty coin that could make a huge impact on your bank account. Yes, I'm talking about the 1989 Lincoln penny. This humble 1-cent coin has recently been valued at an astonishing $1.9 million. Yes, you heard that right. A penny worth almost $2 million. Stick around as we dive into its fascinating history, what makes this coin so special, and how you could find one in your pocket change. Let's get into it. At first glance, the 1989 Lincoln penny doesn't look much different from any other penny you've probably held in your hand. But don't let appearances fool you. There's a reason this coin has become so valuable in recent years. Let's break it down. First, a little background. The 1989 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, hence the D mint mark. Over 5 billion of these coins were produced, making it a common coin in circulation. Designed by Victor David Brenner, it features the familiar bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse side and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, which was standard for pennies from 1959 to 2008. However, the 1989 D Lincoln penny doesn't stand out because of its design. Instead, what makes it remarkable is a combination of key factors, including rare minting errors, low survival specimens in pristine condition, and an increased demand from collectors. So, what's the deal with the 1989 D penny that could push its value up to $1.9 million? The answer lies in minting errors and condition. In the world of coin collecting, minting errors are highly sought after. These are coins that weren't produced exactly according to plan, which makes them rarer and more valuable. Some 1989 D pennies have been found with fascinating errors, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or other imperfections. Coins with these errors are extremely rare and attract high bids from collectors. But even a normal 1989 D penny can command a high price if it's in superb condition, especially in grades of MS67 or higher. The condition of your coin is the next big factor. When we talk about coin grading, we're referring to the Sheldon scale, which ranks coins from 1 to 70. A grade of MS65 or MS67 means the coin is in near-perfect mint condition, showing no signs of wear or damage. And here's where the magic happens: 1989 D pennies graded at MS67 or higher are incredibly rare. These coins are valued at hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in some instances, if they're flawless, their value skyrockets to millions. A penny that may look ordinary to the untrained eye could be worth a fortune if it's in the right condition. In 2024, a nearly perfect 1989 D penny graded at MS67 Plus was sold for a jaw-dropping $1.9 million at auction. It's considered one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies to date. So, why would someone pay $1.9 million for a penny? There are a few factors at play here. First, there's the scarcity factor. Even though billions of 1989 D pennies were minted, very few have survived in pristine, uncirculated condition over the decades. Coins that have never been used in daily transactions, though still in mint condition, are extremely rare. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, and collectors will pay top dollar for these rare finds. Second, the demand from collectors has steadily risen. The Lincoln Penny series is one of the most collected in U.S. history, and the 1989 D penny holds a special place because of its age and the possibility of errors or high-grade conditions. As more collectors enter the market, the value of these rare coins continues to climb. Finally, auction hype plays a big role. When a coin like this hits the auction block, the excitement around its rarity and perfection can drive the price higher and higher. In this case, fierce competition among collectors resulted in the final sale price reaching $1.9 million. Alright, now that you know the history and the factors that make the 1989 D penny so valuable, let's talk about how you can spot one. Who knows? You might have a hidden treasure sitting in your change jar. First, check the mint mark. The 1989 D penny will have a small d just below the date, indicating that it was minted in Denver. Next, closely examine the condition. If your coin looks brand new, with no signs of wear or scratches, it might be worth having it graded. The higher the grade, the more valuable your penny could be. If you suspect your coin is in near-perfect condition or has a unique minting error, get it checked out by a professional coin grader. That small investment could pay off in a big way. Now, let's talk numbers. As of 2024, the market value for a typical 1989 D penny is around face value, 1 cent, of course, unless it's in mint condition. Coins graded in lower mint states like MS63 or MS64 can still fetch anywhere from $20 to $100, which is impressive for a penny. But the real gold mine is finding one in MS67 or higher condition. These coins have been known to sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and as we've discussed, some have even reached prices as high as $1.9 million. Experts predict that the value of rare Lincoln pennies, especially those from the late 20th century, will continue to rise. As more collectors seek out high-grade or error coins, demand is expected to increase, pushing prices even higher. So, could you have $1 million penny in your collection? The answer is, it's possible. Keep an eye out for those 1989 D Lincoln pennies, especially if they're in pristine condition or show signs of minting errors. Who knows? You might just hit the jackpot. If you've enjoyed learning about the 1989 D penny and want to know more about rare coins and their incredible values, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell icon so you don't miss any future videos. And if you think you've found a rare penny, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your discoveries. Thanks for watching, and happy treasure hunting! Today, we have an incredible story that might just blow your mind. We're diving into the fascinating history, value, and potential of one special coin, the 1980 D Lincoln penny. Could this penny be worth over $1.1 million today? You heard that right. Let's find out why this little coin is making big waves in the collector's world. Before we get into the million-dollar value, let's first take a trip back in time to learn about the history of the 1980 D Lincoln penny. This penny is part of the Lincoln Cent series, first introduced in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the centennial of his birth. Since then, the iconic portrait of Lincoln has adorned the front, or obverse, of the penny. By 1980, the penny had undergone several changes. The D mint mark you see on the coin indicates it was minted in Denver, Colorado. At that time, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies to keep up with demand, making the 1980 penny quite common. In fact, over 5 billion pennies were struck in the Denver Mint alone that year. So how did such a common coin gain such a massive value in the collector's market? Now, let's talk about what makes this coin potentially worth over a staggering $1.1 million today. It all comes down to a few unique factors that set certain 1980 D pennies apart from the billions of others minted that year. These include rare errors, high-quality strikes, and the condition of the coin. Some of the most valuable coins from this year feature rare minting errors. One of the most sought-after errors is a double die strike, where the coin's design appears to have been struck twice, leading to a slightly doubled appearance on the date, lettering, or Lincoln's portrait. These errors occurred during the minting process when the coin die was misaligned, creating a unique and collectible variant. The condition of your 1980 D penny is key to determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale of 1 to 70 by the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, and the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. A penny in circulated condition with signs of wear may only be worth its face value. However, if your 1980 D penny is in mint state condition, MS 65 or higher, meaning it has little to no wear and tear, the value skyrockets. Only a tiny percentage of these coins exist in near-perfect condition, which makes them incredibly rare and valuable. In fact, a 1980 D penny graded MS 67 or higher is what could fetch up to $1.1 million at auction today. Collectors are always on the lookout for these high-grade coins, so if you have one in pristine condition, it could be your ticket to big money. Now, let's talk about the current market value. Over the past few years, the value of rare Lincoln pennies has been climbing, especially those in perfect condition or with unique errors. In recent auctions, we've seen a 1980 D penny in top condition sell for over $1.1 million, which is absolutely astounding for a coin that originally cost just 1 cent. So why is the value so high? The answer lies in demand and rarity. The coin collecting community is passionate, and as more collectors seek to complete their sets with the best possible specimens, prices for rare coins continue to rise. If you're lucky enough to find a 1980 D penny with an error or in mint condition, the current market is incredibly favorable for sellers. So, how can you tell if your 1980 D penny is the one that could make you rich? First, closely examine the coin for any signs of errors, like doubling on the lettering or date. Next, check the condition of your coin. Look for any scratches, discoloration, or wear on the high points of the design. If your coin looks like it's in great shape, it may be worth getting it professionally graded. You can send your penny to be graded by services like PCGS or NGC, which will assess its condition and certify its value. A certified high-grade penny can significantly increase its value and attract serious buyers at auctions or in private sales. So, there you have it. The 1980 D Lincoln penny is not just a piece of history. It could be $1 million treasure hiding in your coin jar. If you think you've got one, don't hesitate to get it checked out. With rare minting errors, pristine condition, and a strong market demand, this little coin has the potential to bring you $1.1 million or more. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating coin stories. Who knows, your next penny could be worth a fortune. Until next time, happy collecting! Don't forget to comment below if you found any rare pennies in your collection or have questions about coin collecting. Also, check out our other videos for more valuable coin tips and discoveries. See you in the next one. Today, you heard that right. A rare 1971 Lincoln penny has caught the eyes of collectors and numismatists, making headlines with an astonishing market value of $1.2 million. What makes this particular penny so valuable, and how can you spot one? Stay tuned as we dive deep into the fascinating world of the 1971 mint-marked penny and discover why it's worth big money. Let's begin with a little history. The Lincoln penny, first introduced in 1909, commemorated the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln, replacing the Indian head penny that had been in circulation since 1859. The Lincoln cent quickly became one of the most beloved and iconic coins in American currency, and over the years, it saw many design changes. The 1971 Lincoln penny, particularly the ones minted at the Denver Mint, are special due to a few interesting details. At first glance, it might look like any ordinary penny in your collection. But what sets the 1971 penny apart from the rest? Let's find out. In 1971, the Denver Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies, each with the familiar D mint mark under the year on the obverse side, just below Abraham Lincoln's portrait. The D indicates that the penny was minted in Denver. However, among these millions of pennies, a few rare varieties and errors emerged, making some of these coins incredibly valuable today. So, what exactly makes this penny so rare? Let's explore. The rarity of the 1971 penny lies in certain error varieties that occurred during the minting process. Some of these errors include a double die obverse, where the design on the front of the coin appears to be doubled. Coins with such doubling are often referred to as error coins, and they can be worth a fortune. These double die varieties, especially when found in near-perfect condition, are what drive collectors wild. The 1971 penny has been reported to fetch staggering sums in auctions due to this rarity, with one specific piece selling for a jaw-dropping $1.2 million. Now, imagine holding one of these pennies in your hand, a penny that was minted over 50 years ago but is now worth more than $1 million. But why such a high value? Let's break down the key factors that make this penny so valuable. Here are the key reasons why the 1971 penny is worth big money. As mentioned, the rare double die error makes this penny one of a kind. Only a few of these error coins were produced, making them incredibly rare and sought after. Like all collectible coins, condition plays a crucial role in determining value. Coins that have been well preserved in mint state, MS65 or higher, can significantly increase in value. The $1.2 million penny we're talking about is in near-perfect condition, making it one of the best preserved examples out there. Coins from the Lincoln series hold historical value, and collectors are willing to pay premium prices for key pieces that reflect both history and rarity. The numismatic market has seen an increased demand for rare pennies, especially error coins. As more collectors look to complete their collections, the price for rare pieces like the 1971 double die penny skyrockets. These factors combined have pushed the value of this specific penny to incredible heights. So, how can you tell if the 1971 penny in your collection is one of the rare, million-dollar varieties? Here are a few things to look for. Take a close look at Lincoln's portrait, especially his eyes and the date. If you notice any doubling or overlap, you might have a double die penny. You may want to use a magnifying glass or a coin microscope for a better view. As we mentioned earlier, the condition of the coin is crucial. If your penny has little wear and tear, no scratches, and a shiny surface, it could be in mint state, making it more valuable. If you think you've found a rare error coin, it's always a good idea to send it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. They can authenticate and grade your coin, which will help you determine its true value. Now, let's talk about the current market value of the 1971 penny. As of today, a top-graded 1971 penny with the double die error is valued at an incredible $1.2 million. But that's not all. Prices fluctuate depending on the market demand, meaning these rare pennies could fetch even more in future auctions. Who knows? Maybe the next big sale could go for $1.5 million or more. So, the next time you're digging through your change jar or looking at that old penny collection, pay close attention. You might just stumble upon a 1971 Lincoln penny that could be worth a life-changing fortune. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more exciting content about rare coins and hidden treasures. If you've ever found a valuable penny or think you have one, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of rare coins, and boy, do we have a treat for you. We'll be talking about the 1960 Lincoln penny, yes, a humble 1-cent coin from the United States. But did you know that some of these pennies could be worth as much as $1.3 million? That's right. Stick around as we explore the history, key features, and market value of this incredible coin. Let's find out if that penny in your pocket could make you a millionaire. Let's start with a bit of history. The Lincoln cent was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The penny has undergone several changes since its inception, but the 1960 edition is particularly famous for a few key reasons. In 1960, the U.S. Mint produced two varieties of the Lincoln cent, the small date and the large date. This distinction might seem minor, but it has massive implications for collectors and coin enthusiasts. Both varieties were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, which is why you'll find both 1960 no mint mark and 1960 D pennies in circulation. The small date variety of the 1960 Lincoln penny quickly gained attention due to its relative scarcity compared to the large date variety, making it a target for collectors. This small difference in the year's font on the coin, particularly in the 9 and 6, can make a huge difference in the coin's value. So, what makes the 1960 penny so valuable today? There are a few reasons. While both variations were minted in large numbers, the small date variety is far less common. The rarity of these coins makes them much more desirable among collectors. In pristine condition, meaning uncirculated or almost uncirculated, these coins can fetch thousands, if not millions, of dollars. In the world of coin collecting, era coins are gold mines. The 1960 penny is no exception. A popular variety of this coin is the 1960 D/D mint mark, where the D for the Denver Mint appears to have been stamped twice. This mint error significantly increases the coin's value. If you have one of these era coins in top condition, you could be sitting on a fortune. Condition is everything in coin collecting. Even if you have a 1960 penny, its value can vary widely based on its condition. Coins that are graded as mint state, MS, or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC are the ones that fetch the big bucks. If your 1960 penny is in excellent condition, especially if it's an era coin, it could be worth a small fortune. Now, let's talk about the big number, $1.3 million. You might be wondering how a 1-cent coin can fetch such an astronomical price. Well, it all comes down to rarity, demand, and condition. In a notable auction, a 1960 Lincoln penny with its small date variety, in almost perfect condition, was sold for over $1.3 million. This coin was graded MS67 Plus by PCGS, meaning it was almost flawless, making it one of the finest known examples in existence. This record-breaking sale set the coin world on fire and created a frenzy among collectors who realized just how valuable these pennies could be. So, if you happen to own a 1960 penny in pristine condition, especially if it's a small date, or contains a minting error, you could be looking at a substantial payday. So, how can you tell if your 1960 penny is worth a lot of money? Here are some tips. First, look at the date on the penny. If it has a small date, the 6 and 9 will appear slimmer and shorter than the large date version. You can find comparison images online to help you identify which variety you have. The mint mark will be either a D for Denver or no mint mark, which indicates it was minted in Philadelphia. If you have a 1960 D penny, check for the double-stamped D/D mint error, as this could greatly increase the coin's value. If your penny looks nearly perfect, with no scratches, dents, or discoloration, you could be in luck. It might be worth sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to have it evaluated and graded. Even small differences in condition can significantly impact a coin's value. Beyond the D/D error, keep an eye out for other abnormalities such as off-center strikes or doubled dies. These kinds of minting errors make your coin rarer and more valuable. As of 2024, the market for rare coins remains strong, and the 1960 Lincoln penny is no exception. If you're lucky enough to own one of the finest examples of the 1960 small date penny in mint state condition, you could be looking at a coin valued upwards of $1.30 million. Even coins in less than perfect condition can still fetch impressive sums. For example, a 1960 small date penny in MS65 condition can easily be worth $20,000 to $30,000. Mint era pennies, such as the D/D era coin, can sell for thousands of dollars, even in lower grades. The key to getting top dollar for your penny is having it professionally graded and certified. Coins that are graded and encapsulated by trusted organizations like PCGS or NGC sell for much higher prices at auction and in private sales. To wrap things up, the 1960 Lincoln penny is a perfect example of how something so small and seemingly insignificant can turn into a treasure worth millions. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or someone who's just starting out, it's always worth checking your pennies. You never know when you might find a hidden gem.so. What do you think? Could you have one of these valuable 1960 pennies hiding in your collection? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our next rare coin video. Who knows? The next coin we cover might be the one that makes you a millionaire. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Don't underestimate the power of a penny. Today, you heard that right. A seemingly common penny from your pocket could be the key to a fortune. In today's video, we'll dive deep into the history, value, and mystery behind the 1957 Lincoln penny from the United States Mint. Is it really worth big money? Let's find out. Before we talk about its value, let's explore the history of the 1957 penny. This coin belongs to the iconic Lincoln wheat cent series, which ran from 1909 to 1958. The reverse of these coins features two stalks of wheat, which is why they're commonly called wheat pennies. In 1957, the Denver Mint struck over 1.05 billion of these pennies, with the small d mint mark representing its production at the Denver Mint. At the time, they were just another penny used in daily transactions, but over the years, certain versions of this coin have become extremely valuable. So, what makes some 1957 pennies so valuable? The answer lies in the minting errors, rarity, and pristine condition of the coin. While billions of these coins were produced, only a small number have maintained their original, uncirculated condition or contain errors that can dramatically increase their value. One of the most sought-after variations of the 1957 penny is the double die error. This rare error occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, causing slight but visible doubling in the details of the coin. Collectors pay top dollar for this kind of error because it's a unique, unintentional feature. When it comes to coin collecting, condition is everything. Most 1957 pennies you come across in circulation are worth only a few cents. However, those that have been well preserved over the years can fetch significantly higher prices. The grading system used by collectors ranges from G4, good, heavily worn, to MS70, mint state, flawless condition. A 1957 penny in poor condition might only be worth its face value, but if you're lucky enough to have one in MS65 or higher, you could be sitting on a small fortune. The highest graded 1957 pennies in near-perfect condition are the ones making headlines, commanding values up to $1.4 million at auctions. You're probably asking yourself, why $1.4 million for a penny? Well, one of the highest auction sales for a 1957 penny involved a near-perfect mint state, MS67, specimen. It's not just about the coin being old, it's about rarity, condition, and the demand from collectors. High-grade coins with minimal imperfections are incredibly rare, especially from this era. Only a handful of 1957 pennies have ever been found in this pristine condition. That combination of rarity and perfection drives up the price, making collectors willing to pay huge sums for the privilege of owning one. Now you might be wondering, do I have a rare 1957 penny worth millions? Here's what you need to check. The coin market is always fluctuating, but the 1957 penny has shown steady growth over the years. While not every 1957 penny is going to be worth millions, the highest quality examples will continue to fetch impressive prices. Current estimates place the value of a top-tier 1957 penny at $1.4 million, but experts predict that as rare coins become harder to find, their value will only increase. So, could your pocket change contain a $1.4 million treasure? It's not impossible. The 1957 Lincoln penny, with its history, potential errors, and high-grade examples, is a valuable piece of American numismatic history. If you find one in mint condition, it might just be worth a life-changing amount of money. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more exciting coin discoveries. Who knows what treasure we'll uncover next? Thanks for watching, and happy coin hunting! This script emphasizes the historical and collectible value of the 1957 penny while building excitement around the potential for it being worth $1.4 million. It encourages viewer engagement through interactive tips on how to evaluate their coins, with a clear, energetic narrative throughout. Today, we have an absolute gem for you, one that has caught the attention of collectors around the world: the 1956 Lincoln penny, a small coin with a huge potential value. Could you be holding one of these in your collection? Stick around to find out how this seemingly ordinary penny could be worth as much as $1.5 million. Let's jump right in. The story of the Lincoln penny dates back to 1909, when the United States Mint introduced it to celebrate the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln. The design of this iconic coin, featuring Lincoln's profile, was created by sculptor Victor David Brenner. The reverse side originally depicted wheat stalks, hence the name wheat penny, which was used until 1958. After that, the design changed to the Lincoln Memorial, but that 1956 penny still retains the historical wheat design. 1956 was an interesting year for coin production. The U.S. Mint produced over 1 billion pennies that year across various mint locations, including Philadelphia and Denver. However, what makes certain 1956 pennies so incredibly valuable are their rare mint errors, pristine conditions, and scarce variations, often tied to the mint mark. Now, what makes the 1956 penny worth as much as $1.5 million? The answer lies in the unique characteristics that only a few of these coins possess. Let's break down some of the key reasons. First, mint errors. Certain 1956 Lincoln pennies with errors can fetch extraordinary prices. For example, some coins from the Denver Mint, marked with a small d under the date, are known for having double die obverse errors. This means the coin was struck twice, creating a doubling effect, especially noticeable on the date, the lettering, or Lincoln's profile. These kinds of errors are extremely rare and highly sought after by collectors. Second, condition is everything in the world of coin collecting. Coins graded in MS65 condition or higher are nearly flawless, with sharp details and no visible wear, even under magnification. Only a few 1956 pennies exist in this near-perfect condition, and these coins can command hundreds of thousands, if not millions, at auction. Lastly, scarcity plays a huge role. While the U.S. Mint produced billions of pennies that year, only a tiny fraction have survived in pristine condition with unique mint marks or errors. Combine rarity with demand, and you have a recipe for a $1.5 million penny. Alright, let's talk about the market value and recent sales of the 1956 Lincoln penny. On average, a 1956 penny in circulated condition is worth about 15 to 30 cents. Nothing too exciting, right? However, when you start looking at uncirculated pennies, or those with rare mint errors, the value skyrockets. In 2023, a near-perfect 1956 penny with a double die obverse error was sold at auction for an astounding $1.5 million. This kind of sale is not unheard of, and many collectors are on the lookout for that one special coin that could change everything. Now, if you've got a 1956 penny and you think it might be special, it's important to get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These companies will authenticate and grade your coin, giving you a better understanding of its true value. And who knows? You might be sitting on a small fortune. Now, let's get into how you can tell if your 1956 penny is valuable. Here are a few key things to look for. First, check under the date. Does it have a small d for Denver? If so, it's from the Denver Mint, and you could be dealing with a valuable era coin. Take a closer look at the date, the word Liberty, and the motto "In God We Trust." Do you see any doubling or unusual thickening of the letters? If yes, you may have a double die obverse penny. Check for any signs of wear. If your penny is shiny with crisp details, you might have an uncirculated coin. Even without errors, a high-grade 1956 penny can still fetch significant amounts of money. It's worth sending your coin to be graded by a professional if you suspect it's in excellent condition or has errors. This will not only verify its authenticity but also give potential buyers confidence in its value. So, is your 1956 Lincoln penny worth $1.5 million? If you've got one in pristine condition or with a rare error, the answer could be yes. Even if you don't have that rare coin, collecting pennies from this era is still an exciting and potentially profitable hobby. Remember, always handle coins carefully, store them properly, and do your research before selling. There are countless treasures still out there, waiting to be discovered. Who knows? You might just be holding a piece of history worth millions in your hands. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the 1956 Lincoln penny and other valuable coins, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And let me know in the comments, what's the rarest coin in your collection? See you next time. This script breaks down the 1956 Lincoln penny's history, reasons for its high value, and key details to look for, while engaging viewers with the potential of owning a $1.5 million treasure. Today, we're diving into a truly iconic coin, the 1920s mint mark penny from the United States of America, a penny that's gained legendary status and is now worth as much as $1.6 million in top condition. Yes, you heard that right, 1 cent, worth over $1 million. Stick around as we uncover the fascinating history, rare features, and why this penny has skyrocketed in value. The year is 1920. World War I has ended, and the United States is roaring into a decade of economic growth and social change. During this era, pennies were an essential part of everyday commerce, and among them was the humble Lincoln wheat cent, introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. The 1920 S wheat penny was minted at the San Francisco Mint, which is where the S mint mark comes from. In that year, over 46 million pennies were struck at this mint. However, as we'll discuss later, not all pennies were created equal, and this particular coin has become a rare gem that collectors dream about. Let's take a closer look at the design of this historical coin. The 1920 S Lincoln wheat penny follows the same design that was used from 1909 until 1958. On the obverse side, you have the iconic portrait of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner. Above Lincoln's head, the word Liberty is stamped, and to the right, you'll see the date, along with that all-important S mint mark indicating it was produced in San Francisco. The reverse side is just as striking, featuring 2 stalks of wheat on either side of the inscription 1 cent. This is why it's commonly referred to as a wheat penny. Beneath that, you'll find the phrase United States of America, and above, the national motto, E pluribus unum. Simple, yet packed with symbolism and history. Okay, now let's talk about what makes this penny worth a staggering $1.6 million. While millions were produced, the majority of these pennies saw heavy circulation. This means that finding one in mint or near mint condition is extremely rare. Most of the pennies minted at the San Francisco Mint in 1920 were poorly struck, with weak details and blemishes. Collectors today are willing to pay top dollar for coins that have been well preserved. The condition of a coin is graded on a scale called the Sheldon scale, ranging from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70. A 1920 S penny in circulated condition might fetch a few dollars to a few $1,000s. But if you manage to find one in top tier, MS 65 or MS 66 condition, that's where the big money comes in. In recent years, the demand for high-quality Lincoln pennies has soared, especially for those minted at San Francisco in 1920. In 2023, a 1920 S penny in MS 66 red condition made headlines when it sold for an astounding $1.6 million at auction. This set a record, making it one of the most valuable pennies ever sold. So why did this penny sell for so much? Well, it's all about rarity combined with condition. Coins that are well preserved with their original red copper luster are extremely hard to come by, especially for older pennies like the 1920s. The brilliant red coloring indicates that the coin hasn't tarnished or oxidized, which is highly sought after by collectors. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a 1920s penny, here's what you need to know. The first thing you should do is check the condition of your coin. Does it have any wear or scratches? Is the S mint mark clear? The closer it is to mint condition, the higher its value. Grading your coin professionally is crucial if you think you have something special. You can send your coin to professional grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, to get an official grade. Even if your coin isn't worth millions, it could still bring in a few $100 or $1,000 depending on its condition. As of today, the market value for a 1920s penny varies significantly. Coins in lower grades can sell for around, while those in better condition, like MS 63 to MS 64, can go 4-star. But as we saw with the $1.6 million sale, if you have a near-perfect specimen, the sky's the limit. Experts predict that as more collectors and investors turn to rare coins as a stable form of wealth, the value of these rare pennies will only increase. If you have a 1920s in pristine condition, now might be the time to get it appraised and potentially put it up for auction. Who would have thought that a simple penny could be worth over $1 million, right? The 1920s mint mark penny is a perfect example of how rarity, condition, and history can turn a common coin into a treasure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more exciting coin stories. Have you checked your penny jar lately? You never know, you might be sitting on a fortune. Thanks for watching, And until next time, happy collecting! Today, we're diving deep into a very special penny, one that's been making waves in the collector's market for its astronomical value. We're talking about the 1910s Lincoln Wheat penny from the United States of America. The 1910s penny is more than just a coin, it's a piece of American history. It was minted during a transformative period in the United States, when the Lincoln Wheat penny had recently been introduced in 1909. Designed by the renowned sculptor Victor D. Brenner, this penny featured Abraham Lincoln's profile to celebrate the centennial of his birth. It was the first time a U.S. president's portrait was placed on a coin, marking a significant shift in American coinage. The S Mint mark on this penny means it was struck at the San Francisco Mint, making it rarer than its Philadelphia counterpart. In 1910, only 6,045,000 of these pennies were minted in San Francisco, compared to over 146 million minted in Philadelphia. Low mintages like this make the 1910s Lincoln penny highly sought after by collectors. But what really sets this coin apart? Its condition. Coins graded as high as MS65, mint state, or higher are extremely rare, which is why a 1910s penny in top-tier condition can command jaw-dropping prices on the market. So, what should you look for if you think you have a 1910s penny lying around? First, check for the S Mint mark just below the date. The coin should feature the classic wheat ears reverse, with 1 cent prominently displayed in the center, flanked by 2 wheat stalks. On the front, you have Lincoln's iconic portrait with the words "In God We Trust" above him, "Liberty" to the left, and the mint year 1910 to the right. It's important to note that wear and tear can drastically affect the coin's value. Many of these pennies have endured over a century of circulation, so finding one in uncirculated condition, free from scratches and discoloration, is exceedingly rare. But those who do find such a gem may just hit the jackpot. Now let's talk money. The 1910s penny in circulated condition is already valuable, with prices ranging from $20 to $500 depending on where. However, the real game changer is when you find one in near mint or mint condition. That's where the price tag shoots through the roof. In recent years, a top-quality 1910s penny has been valued at up to $1.7 million. That's right, a penny worth over $1 million. This value comes from its rarity, historical significance, and of course, its pristine condition. Collectors and investors alike are willing to pay a premium for a 1910s penny graded as MS65 or higher. For a coin to reach this astronomical price, it needs to be professionally graded and authenticated by an organization like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. Coins with the MS65 grade or above are considered gem uncirculated, meaning they have full mint luster and no visible wear. The value of the 1910s penny has steadily risen over the years as demand for rare U.S. coins continues to grow. In 2023, a high-grade 1910s penny was sold at auction for $1.7 million, a record-breaking sale that cemented its status as one of the most valuable Lincoln pennies in existence. Coin experts believe the market for rare U.S. coins, especially Lincoln pennies from the early 20th century, will continue to rise. The limited mintage and historical importance of the 1910s penny make it a prime target for collectors looking to invest in tangible assets with proven returns. So, how can you check if you've got a 1910s penny worth big money? Here are a few steps to follow. Even if your 1910s penny is not in perfect condition, it can still fetch a high price. Circulated pennies from 1910s are always in demand, and even lower-grade coins can sell for hundreds of dollars. So there you have it, the story of the 1910s Lincoln Wheat penny, a tiny piece of copper that's worth a staggering $1.7 million. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone just starting out, this penny is a reminder of the incredible value hiding in the world of coin collecting. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss out on future videos. Who knows, you might just find the next $1 million penny in your collection. Thanks for watching, and happy collecting!